Howdy, the adventure continues. We did make it out of the Warm Springs Reservoir area. The roads dried up enough to get out of there, and so this morning we came to a new place. We're actually at an RV park right now, the Narrows RV Park. Neat place to stay, very affordable, and it's 2.2 miles from our rockhounding destination, which in the books is called Harney Lake. There's actually 2 or 3 different spots where we can stop and maybe some more exploring beyond that. So we're gonna head to our first location. Are you ready, Russ? Are you ready to go? Look at that face, he's ready. All right, let's go. I hope it's not too windy, but we have made it to our first location. We're on top of this bluff here, and we are looking for oolitic agate. It says she's found some. It looks like the whole road is made up of it. Oh, look at that. That is a nice chunk of oolitic agate. So the best stuff is going to be that which has been agatized the most. Ooh, that one's a nice chunk. Now, this is hard to believe that it's that easy to find and collect stuff. You can see that's oolite or oolitic agate, like little egg formations, but all the way around it is clear chalcedony. Look at this guy. This one right there. You can see just how solid it is and the different color formations. And so Ruth's looking for some colorful stuff, and she's looking. Oh, look at all the eggs on this side. That's just interesting. The natural oolites that are in there. But yeah, I think she's probably oolitic agate, oolitic agate, oolitic agate, oolitic agate. She's looking for a yard art one, I think. This one here is probably pretty close to yard art. No, that's not near big enough for Ruth. That's way too big to cut, so somebody else can have that one. Blue. Oh, look at that. Now we're talking. And that's a good size too. I wanted to look over the edge here and so see how high we are. So there you can kind of get an idea how high we are. Trying to block the wind here, but here's a few of the pieces that Ruth found. She's obviously looking for color. This one's got streaks of light blue agate going through it. Another piece that has some color and some different formations of agate. Very pretty. Let's see, this one has light with contrasting darker chalcedony around it. This one has some blue right in there, some deeper blue. It's kind of a blue, would you call that? Get that one wet. That's almost turns black. What color is that in there? It was like bluish, but now it's like black.
Yeah.
Who knows, huh?
Yeah.
Guess we'll have to find out as we cut it.
Red. Deep red.
Deep red.
It's a deep red.
And then this larger one, which has really pretty agate all the way through, along with the oolite. Sometimes the oolites kind of disappear, and sometimes they're like this piece, where they remain completely intact and they look like little spheres, because that's what they are. She brought in a couple more here. She was looking just for the ones that are colorful. That one's got some contrast in it. It's hard to see. It's got a bit of a crust. Oh, this one. Look at that one. Look at the prettiness in there. Ruth is looking for yards. She's found.
One's very pretty.
She's found one right here that's very pretty, and
a couple options there.
Okay, well, it's got to be the biggest, prettiest one.
And then there's this one.
In the road, but you have no idea how big it is.
No.
But that's a tire popper. You better get it out of there to save everybody. I don't know. You're gonna have to do some digging. There's a shovel right there. Here, let me get you a shovel. Let's pull a shovel right out of here. I also have a crowbar. Here you go, babe. All right, let's see how determined you are. I'm gonna go. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go see what the dogs are finding. Rusty, what'd you find over here? Did you give me an oolite? Let me see. You guys digging for oolitic agates? I don't think that you're looking for. Hey, what are you looking for? All right, fill your holes after done mining, okay? Fill your holes. I'm not kidding. All right, keep going. Let's go see how the other digging is going. Is it a big one, babe?
Can't tell yet. It's not moving though.
It's not moving. All right, here we go. He's moving a bit.
Moving, huh?
Not much. Have to dig some more. Hey, there's a definite tire popper there. Oh, that thing sticks up.
Look, right here.
Okay, we got the dogs working on it now. Let's go, Russ, dig that piece out. I'm still not sure how big it is.
Go.
Good boy.
Russ.
Get it, Ruby. Get it, Russ. Get bigger that way? Over here, Russ, over on the other side. Come on, get it right there. Good job. Excellent. Keep going, Buster. Good boy. Good boy. Dig it out.
Right here.
They're losing interest. It's like, it's a big rock. It's too big a rock, Mama.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
That's the wrong way.
No.
It's seamless.
Good boy. Come on, dig it out. Dig it out, Rube. Does it stop?
It stops right here.
How about up on that top corner?
Yeah, that's
I think you might actually have something you think. Monstrous piece of oolitic agate. Oh, come over here. Look how far down it goes. No wonder we couldn't move it very easy. Think we can get that in the truck?
Yeah, I guess we'll
give it a shot. All right, we haven't loaded it in yet, but we wanted to show you that really it is one gigantic piece of oolitic agate. Let's see all those oolite formations, and over here on the top corner, we got it pretty cleaned off. You can see all the agate in there. And fortunately, it's quite flat, so we should be able to lift it. Look at that hole we made. But look how many tires we're gonna save. All we gotta do now is fill our hole, right?
right.
Awesome. It's good though. Hey, look at that. We got it in there. Actually, it wasn't that bad just because of the shape of it to be able to lift it in there and flip it over into that spot. I'd say still it was probably 65 pounds, 60, 65 pounds. Not terrible compared to some of the ones we've done. I could be wrong. Maybe Ruth's just really strong today and it made it really easy for me. But anyway, we got that. We're going to load up the rest of our finds from up here on the hill, and then we're going to head to the bottom of the hill where we're supposed to be able to find some polished by an ancient lake, pre-polished agate, jasper, and petrified wood. We'll let you know what we find. We'll see you there. Well, this part of our hunt today isn't being quite so fruitful. Not because of a lack of material. There is lots of material, more from a lack of quality of material. So we're just going and finding a few things, a couple tumbler barrels worth of items that have interest, maybe a little color, but we're not finding anything with much agate translucence. Maybe one or two pieces that I can see of petrified wood, and the rest is oolitic agate or variations on the theme, and not really a lot of character. A little bit of color, but not so much. That's okay. You don't always win on your hunts, but you always get to be out. Now, being out, it is getting a little rough. Wind is picking up and there's a bit of a rain falling, so we'll see how long this lasts. Meanwhile, the miners on the hill are doing a good job going crazy after those rock chucks. Probably. You guys going after rock chucks or what? Russ, you got to find me some agates, okay? Look for agates. So it's time to cut some of these specimens, and I've chosen some the littler ones because I kind of think they're going to be hard. A couple representations. I'll make some slices, a couple different directions on these because I think they could be different in a different direction. Ruth was noticing that if you look at it from this side compared to this side, it looks different. So we'll look at that a couple directions. But before I do, I want to show you how hopeful I am for this. So after we dug, can't say we dug, we collected rocks down on the lower part, below at the bottom of the hill and the cliff. And I wasn't real hopeful with it. Well, I threw a handful, 3 pounds, into a 3-pound tumbler, and what came out was amazing. Just this one piece gives me incredible hope. Here's the piece after it was tumbled. And now here's the piece after I made it into a wire wrap necklace. I just used copper, pure copper for this necklace. Isn't that amazing? I think it's cool, so I'm hopeful for some of these pieces. So we'll cut some slices and get inside and see what happens. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start with this little guy here and make a couple of cuts in both directions and kind of see what happens. Go like this. First piece that I cut was this little guy right here. And you can see these are the two end pieces. Okay, focus in there. There, I think that one should focus in pretty good. You can see really well into there. Hope that comes out. And here's the other end. And I took the middle one after cutting the 2 ends off and cut it in half so I can kind of have a slab. So these. Now this is the side I cut just right about where the matrix ended, so but you can see the little shapes in there, and then the inside looks like this. It's pretty cool. The next one was this medium-sized one. I cut the end and then a slice. So here's the end. There you can see little oolites down there that are underneath the chalcedony, underneath some of the other oolites that we cutting it in half. And here's the slab. I was going to see if I could see. I can see light through it just at the edges around here. I liked how this one, as it went into the stone, you have white chalcedony there, clear chalcedony, all the way into this darker, almost what would you call that, like a smoky. There it's still transparent, but a smoky color all the way to the bottom. This piece, I could see fractures in it, and sure enough, as I was cutting it, pieces peeled off, but this center core is really solid. So that would make some nice slabs. This stuff was so hard, it took me, I think I saw it was 8 minutes to cut this one. That's pretty hard. 8 minutes to cut that much is pretty tough stuff. Got one more thing I want to show you. Here's Ruth's piece that she's working on. She actually has it pretty nicely polished in a few highlight spots. And hopefully you can see, maybe around this way, and you can see well into this and the various colors and really neat translucency. She did this little bump here. She wants to do a little more, and then she ground on this top part right here, started grinding in, getting down through the surface ones into where the agate is. And that is really cool. She's working it up over, and see if I can turn you around here. All right, now when it gets in focus, you can see on the end all of these little oolites all through that, and she's gonna clean it up even more. Originally, most of it was covered like this with this calcium or calcite crust. So I think some of you have seen, this is our main eating area, and this is K&R sloppy sluice, which we'll talk about some other time. But anyway, way up, no, not over there, right there, up on that hill, there's a walkway that goes up there, and her oolite is going to be proudly on display right in front of that post. And it is fun to watch, because when people come over, they go, why are those rocks right there? And Ruth just turns on fire. She says, well, let me show you this. This is oolite. Anyway, what a delight. She's a delight. Oh, looks like I got little spots of oolite on my glasses, but that's okay. What a great time. What a blast. Discovering massive pieces of pretty unique stuff. I'm sure it exists elsewhere. I don't know, but we got to find some and bring it home, and I got a lot to play with. It's going to be fun. Until next time, may the Lord bless each and every one of you.